welcome for the first time if you're new here. I sort of always assume that people aren't new, but there's always a first time for everything, isn't there? So this month I'm doing Escape the Readathon, which is you mood read until you get near to the door, at which point you get given 2 prompts. You pick the prompt, and one of the prompts will let you through the door and one of them won't, and so your team has to get enough of the right prompt to get through the door, but you don't know which one it is. So with that in mind, I'm also Hikeathon for lovely Maci, the Brightside girl. Gonna pop the information down below, but this is a super chill, super relaxed readathon with some like outdoor challenges as well. But because I don't know what prompts I'm going to want to fill for Escape the Readathon, and I'll probably want to double up on some of these books, I'm not coming to you with a TBR for Hikeathon. I'm just coming to you with some suggestions of things I might want to read. The first prompt is with a map. And for that I've got Wildfire by Anne Cleves. So I was also trying to pick books that might vaguely fit the readathon theme. So this one's a murder mystery and it's got a map of the Shetland Islands. I've not read any of this series before, but apparently this is the one that's on the telly. So I don't know, I just picked it up at a free library and see how it goes. I've got Silver in the Bone, which has the gorgeous map here. This is a King Arthur retelling with a female Arthur, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm hoping there's some magic, some spookiness going on. I don't know, maybe some ghosts. It says it's crackling with dark magic, so we'll see. And this one I really don't think has any of the Escape the Readathon Haunted House vibes, but it does have a map, and it was the first one alphabetically on my TBR, and it's the Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, which is an Aladdin retelling. I'm not sure whether it's maybe got a female protagonist as well. She has a djinn bodyguard. Yeah, it does look like she might have a female Aladdin. Or maybe it's Aladdin inspired rather than necessarily exactly Aladdin retelling. But it's gorgeous, so pretty and so powerful. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, the second prompt, I've probably got all these prompts in the wrong order. But the second prompt was a survival read, and I've gone quite well for these. This one would have been in my best series with ghosts in, Backpacking Through Bedlam. This is the most recent, I think it's book 14 of the Encrypted series, which starts with a ballroom dancer who protects monsters, and it just gets more intense from there. But this one features the grandmother of the original protagonist going into hell basically to find her husband and this is them having to survive hell and bring him home. So that's why I put this in the survival. I think it might also have a map. No map, but they are fast-paced, quick reads, and I was surprised I managed to hold on to it this long, really, because normally I just gobble them up as soon as they come. Okay, this one is a middle grade book. Somehow we ended up with 2 copies of this. It's The Explorer. Again, it's not really ghost haunted house vibes, but it's a plane crash, 4 children stranded in the Amazon and have to survive alone, but maybe there's someone has been there before, and I don't know, maybe there's danger lurking in the form of humans. Apparently it's warm and witty, so yeah, and Jacqueline Wilson likes it. So I guess we'll see. And then this one is total spooky vibes. But I've got a hole up there that I was going to fill in. It's an Antarctic polar horror survival mystery that might have sci-fi, might have historical fiction vibes. But it does look quite scary and quite fun. But it is a chunker, so I doubt I'll get to it this month. Okay, so the next book was Elemental Magic, and I struggled with this one. I'm not really sure exactly what the magic systems are in any of the books I haven't read. So I felt the Poppy War, which I think is kind of opium shamanism rather than elemental magic. But I think because it's got that shamanism, it might have some elemental magic in it. Not quite sure. Got the Darkening, which has got storm magic in. So I'm more clear on this one. It's got sort of magical weather stuff going on, and it's pretty. Look at those feathers. So I might pick this one up. I wasn't sure I couldn't remember if the School of Good and Evil had elemental magic in. So I'm hoping to pick up something a bit more obvious for elemental magic, but that is the next prompt. The fourth prompt is involving a game, and I had nothing, so I indulged myself and I got this. It's middle grade, it's historical fantasy set in the 80s, and it's about a girl who wants to know why there aren't more girls in video games. And so she changes the game or the world. I don't know why they changed the format of the American Girl books from what it was when my son was young and when I was young, although I never knew about them when I was young. But they're fun books. I'm looking forward to it. It's short. It'll be a quick read. So yeah, I think this will make a great addition to my monthly reading, and I'm excited to get to it. So the fifth prompt was trees on the cover, and I've got A Month's Calls by Patrick Ness. This is someone whose mother is ill and the treatment isn't working, but then a visitor, an ancient elemental visitor, maybe this one's got elemental magic in, appears at the window and he wants the truth. And it's going to be super spooky because it's Patrick Ness and it's got this lovely tree. But I think that's probably also got elemental magic, so maybe I'll get to that sooner. Fenris and Mott, which is the trees, but it's less good for the Escape the Readathon haunted house vibes, but it's someone who finds a puppy, only it turns out to be Fenris, the wolf from North Mystery, and it just sounds super chaotic and lovely, and look at the puppy, so gorgeous. So yeah, again, I'm quite excited about that one. Again, I'm expecting it to be quite a quick read, quite a short read, and it's got puppies in, so it's all good, I think. And the last one, also another middle grade, but rather more historical, the Queensgate Mystery with the trees on the cover, and this is a sort of 20s, I think, school story mystery book. Doesn't fit the ghosts at all. It might be just what I'm in the mood for when I get that far. So yeah, so as I say, I kind of didn't want to, apart from currently changing the game, I didn't want to set too close a TBR because the prompts for Escape the Readathon will pop up and I won't know what they are until nearer the time. But I wanted to have some books so I wasn't just going, no idea what's got elemental magic in it. Or like, also, I didn't read all my books with trees on the cover in the first half of the month. You know, it could happen. So Escape the Readathon is happening all month long, and the Hikeathon is happening from the 15th to the end of the month. So we've got that long weekend in there. We've got a lot of stuff going on, unfortunately. Fortunately, it's all good, but we'll have to see how it goes. And then there are physical challenges outside. So there's Read Outside, there's Have a Picnic. I'm just reading from a laptop behind the camera. Make a Spring Treat, Go on a Walk, and go to a park. So reading outside, having a picnic, going to a park, they're all things I do quite regularly anyway. So it'll be nice to maybe fit these books that I'm reading for the reading prompts into the physical challenges maybe, and be a bit more mindful about the readathon when I'm doing that maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm at with my Hikeathon, not a TBR. I would really love it if you could give me some elemental magic recommendations, and maybe tell me whether any of these do, because I'm not even sure whether these do, or as I say, the Patrick Ness might have elemental magic. We'll have to see. And I will see you soon.